Okay. All right, I'm going to give a few more seconds and I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm getting a lot of information from the cards. And I hope that I hope I get whatever needs to come out because it's like a lot of trying to come in at the same time is what it feels like. Here, hang on, man. And it's kind of cryptic too, so I'll do my best. All right, you guys. So just if I'll try my best to respond to the chat at some point, but I'm going to try to stay coconut oil. I'm going to try to stay tapped in first, okay? I know no one's even getting that message right now. All right, so the first two cards out, hold on. Okay. The first two cards out is my first thought was like the starving artist was like the archetype that kind of came to mind because it's this Queen of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. What I'm getting, okay, thank you for that reminder. What I'm getting is that it's a shadow aspect. It's like a shadow fear is this Five of Pentacles. So this Queen of Cups might be the energy that you feel really comfortable in. I know I really like, there are a lot of times where I do see it as like a man or a woman, like with the king, queens and all of that, but really it is just an aspect of you. And there are moments and like times and seasons even that you might be more in your feminine because if you're in like a really intense like healing part of your life, or you're trying to like explore these inner waters, then you're probably going to be more in a feminine state. So it's not, I think that as much as you can kind of like, what's the word for that? Like neutralize that, like not see it as like something that's weird, then you can embrace it and really like learn more about that part of yourself. So, because I'm not getting specifically man or woman. So I'm just getting that like that aspect of you, that creative kind of aspect is like you. Okay, thank you. I was like, why though? Okay, so what I'm kind of getting from that is that it's like there's this desire to be this Queen of Cups, which I kind of think is like the creative type. Like you want to maybe create your own life. You resonate a lot with the element water. There's a desire at this point in your life to be in that energy, to be like able to flow with life and not be all this resistance, like, be in your sovereignty, the sweetheart. Like she's also known as the sweetheart. So it's like, maybe you have a lot of that kind of like, hello. Maybe you have a lot of that, like maybe you're really good with words, maybe you're a writer or something like that. Okay, I really want to stay on this because there's a lot here. So that's the main fear that I'm getting is the issue here is like the struggle is that you hate feeling like impoverished or like feeling like that's always on your mind. And there's this fear of being left out, being lonely, and walking away from the past. So I'm getting more just anxiety about walking away, which is normal because that pops up. Like, that's going to continue to pop up. So, I'm resonating so hard with this because it's like this Queen of Pentacles reverse. I'm getting that like a strong karmic mother figure here that's like put you in this Six of Swords position. Like you have this understanding, or it's been like, I'm getting like a public situation or something where it was like, it's known or something, like it's known that, I'm not gonna say that. They wanted me to say something mean. I'm not gonna say that. I prefer being Queen of Cups. I prefer using words that aren't offensive, even though I'm definitely not always that way. I can throw some mean words out there. But it's known that it's like you have this understanding that there's this one person that's been plotting, or like that's like has put this, has caused this turmoil. And because because there's something there, like because it's a karmic mother, like that has a very strong, obviously it's gonna have a really strong effect on you. And it has, because I think that's also why this Queen of Cups is out here, because it's like that embodying that Queen of Cups, that feminine aspect of you that's been damaged is what is like needed right now. Like that's going to help you to embrace that feminine aspect of you that wants to be creative, that wants to flow, that doesn't want to fight with everybody. Like you don't want to be a Queen of Pentacles reverse. Like you don't want that aspect of you. So embodying this kind of Queen of Cups and finding ways to like create and move that energy is going to help you deal with this, because we've got like this Ten of Swords. There's a lot. This is a lot. That's what it keeps being emphasized to me, that it's like there's this desire to not have conflicts, like not wanting to fight, wanting to flow, and understanding that there's this feminine aspect that's been deeply wounded. So it's like there's concern about health and struggling to go within, because I think all of this anxiety is what's making it hard to I think that's what's making it hard to find your flow. I'm trying to find the words. So right now, like, okay, and this is the fallback, is this Four of Pentacles, which makes sense, because this Five of Pentacles is like the shadow fear. So it's like, this is the fallback right now, is holding on. Like you're trying to have some level of control. So that's causing stagnancy. Like I just feel like I'm supposed to say that, because it's like there's ships not coming in, struggling to connect to God and struggling with feeling supported. It's not that you're not supported, but it's a feeling. And then there's this Tower. So it might be going to cause a Tower, but that's going to help shift you. I'm like tapping into the anxiety. I'm trying to calm myself down. So there's a need to be reminded that this is something that you're moving through, but your power, your strengths right now are this Nine of Pentacles and the Hairs and this Page of Wands. So this Page of Wands is like, he's always ready. He's the adventurer. He's always ready. Like he's always ready for whatever. And so that in conjunction with this Nine of Pentacles is going to be, and there's this Two of Swords too. So the Two of Swords is just kind of like a heed what's going on. Like I kind of think if you can't meditate, that like if you can't go within, then this is like, try to pause and fall back into the observer if you can. Like try to know that there's too much going on for you to like make a lot of moves, or it's like it has to settle before you can find calm again. So I think that like the divine is wanting to remind you right now that it's like you're still standing and you're always sovereign, even if you feel like you're enmeshed. Or, like you don't even know how to handle this like karmic mother figure right now. You're like, I don't even know like where to go from here. setting boundaries. Set fucking block that block that bitch. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. It's like, because I just feel that so hard. The fire energy. I'm getting so mad. Okay. I'm trying to stay neutral. I'll comment on this note, so I'll try to calm myself down. The gender fluid. I do kind of see myself as, what is the other word for it where I can't think of that word. I would rather be, okay, thank you. I'd rather be able to fluctuate like between my masculine and feminine. Like I don't even know how to do life and just be like, oh, I'm just only feminine or I'm just only masculine. Like I don't know how else to do it. And I think that being able to be, I'm trying to think of like the tribe, like I was gonna say like a chameleon, but I think more like being adaptable. Like I think that being open about it and fluid with it helps you to be able to adapt to whatever you're having to go through. But I think that I'm more like I have a feminine like core, but I really don't know because I also have a lot of Mars energy, which is masculine. So I don't really know. All right, this got me a little bit worked up. So what they're giving to me for this Nine of Pentacles is stand your fucking ground. Like stand your ground. Boundary setting is like so individual, and it's like I've done stuff that I was like, I don't know if that was the right thing, but you just like we're all learning. And I always think of it like a GPS where it's like if you set a firm boundary and like you're still not certain about it, it's like the universe is still going to rearrange things and reroute you. If it's like, you know, and then people are still going to people are still going to pop back up, and you're still going to have whatever cycles that you have to go through it's still going to happen. So, I'm like messing with the coconut oil and it's getting all over my hands. All right. This was kind of a tough one. I wish that it was more positive, but it's just not how it goes all the time. So there's not like a strong fighting energy right now because of this Two of Swords. So it's kind of like being able to tap into that Queen of Cups, like being able to tap into your feminine and like find ways to create with it. And maybe they're giving me like being in a romantic energy as well, like try to romanticize, is that a word? Your environment. It might help you to be more in that space. Because what I'm kind of getting is that like you're a lover, not a fighter. So like you don't want to have conflict, and I mean I get that because it does get frustrating because it's like it's a weird mix of like there's times where if I know something's gonna happen I'm like, oh hell yeah, and I'm like I do like a rally with my ancestors, but aside from that you don't want to feel like you're on eggshells all the time, like you don't know when someone's gonna have a problem with you or whatever. So I think a lot of it is just being able to keep coming back to that calm. And if that Queen of Cups is like that feminine aspect helps you to like find your calm again, then that's your go-to. Like I feel that I resonate with that too. Getting into my sensual, like dancing sometimes for me, if I'm like worked up a lot, or it's like dancing or sitting down and meditating, and if I get way push too far, it's like I'll have to nap. I think that remembering that you're always sovereign and that if you can shift yourself, it'll help you get back into this like Page of Wands position where you can find something that gives you a sense of freedom. I don't know what else to say about this one. That was a tough one. That was a tough one because it feels like a lot's going on. And sometimes, okay, this is the only other thing that's coming to me is like sometimes that like I've been in, I go through like creative ruts and, but when if there's a lot of like pressure going on, like finding ways to channel it and get into that Queen of Cups, that like creative energy, sometimes that's like it's like a forced shift. It like puts you in a better state of mind. Or doing something, like I said, like the senses, like something that like grounds you, that's like eating something or, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff like scents and like taking a special kind of bath. Like there's all kinds of stuff that you can do for that. If that's what you like, if that's your kind of self-care thing. I wish I did. I should take baths. I don't do that though. I do kind of have like a spiritual thing that I do like when I'm taking a shower, just because I think the water is cleansing. Okay, you guys were quiet again. That one was kind of tense. I felt the tension like the whole time, like I could feel it in my stomach. I'm sorry if it's something that's tough right now. I know something's coming up like next week, and so I'm like trying to like stay open to it. But when you don't know how to handle it yet, it's like, I definitely think it starts with setting boundaries. But it's so hard. I can't give like it's gonna be particular to your situation. And like for me, like what my situation is like kind of crazy because it's like I realized later on that like, okay, I may never get justice. Like, I don't know if people are going to believe me, like whatever. And also like a lot of the like things that happen, if you're a scapegoated child, like most of the stuff that happens to you, there may have been nobody else there to witness it. So there were typically, and I think that I would think this would happen for other people too. There's instances where there was some kind of like huge tower moment, or that's not even the right word, like a big fight or like something that happened where there were people so that like other people could see this person's treatment towards you, so that at some point that comes back around, and that's where we don't have control over that, and you don't get to force people to understand your side of things and stuff like that. So like that's where making art with it as much as possible, and like knowing that the more that you're speaking your truth, the more that you're standing up for yourself, the more that you're putting your truth out there, it's gonna start to break that. It's going to break it up. If nothing, it's going to break it up inside you, and it's going to start putting that back out to the universe that you're like, I'm choosing me now, and this is my story, and these are my scars, and it will be seen. Like that's kind of the shift that starts to happen, because I don't know how to describe. I'm the things that I've even seen right now of people coming in and supporting me that I was like, I didn't expect this, but that's how it works, because the universe was just like, all right, it's time now. This person's going to come in and be there for you, and you just need to be grateful. Like you just need to you just keep trusting as you go, and because once you're safe again, once you feel comfortable again, it's like, okay, like this is just my story. Like these were the characters that chose to like go against me. These were my enemies, but it's like, then it's not personal anymore. Then the pain starts to go away, and it's just your story. I don't know. Well, this is a whole lot coming up, and you guys are not saying anything, so I really hope this helps somebody. I feel a little bit silly now. All right, I don't even know if anybody's on here. All right, thank you guys for coming on. I really hope that inspires somebody, or I hope it gave you something that you needed. I don't know what else to say. All right, I love y'all. Take care of yourselves, okay?